million times, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. But when does imitation cross the boundary? That's a question you're left pondering with the Giulia's interior. There are familiar aesthetics to its German rivals, yet the execution is more, Italian. Taken by itself, the Giulia's interior is more than acceptable, and jolly nice to look at, but hop between this and an Audi A4 and you'll feel the difference. The Alfa may be shot through with style, but it's not as solid as the best German alternatives. Making things look the same is easy, emulating the tactility and haptic pleasures is much harder. This is where the first Giulias came really unstuck, but for the 2020 update Alfa has listened to criticism and had a second crack at the interior. The gear lever is now comfy in the hands, not sharp and tinny. There's an Italian flag motif to give a little patriotic flourish. The indicator stalks still feel like they came with a McDonald's Unhappy Meal, but the general cabin architecture now looks and feels of a higher standard. BMW or Audi posh? No, but you'll also no longer feel pangs of envy when you clamber inside a Kia taxicab. The infotainment has been improved too, there's Apple CarPlay support, the interface has had a facelift and feels more modern for it, and even the clickwheel responds with more obedience. Again, it doesn't stack up next to BMW's iDrive, but it's better than before, and better than you might expect again. Could you live with it without it driving you nuts? Yep, especially now there's built-in smartphone support and even wireless device charging. The dash is a relatively simple shape, like the outside, with an elegant sweep for the top structure. The start button is on the steering wheel, and on the console is a big round version of Alfa's DNA driving mode switch. Alongside is a straightforward, circular controller that runs the infotainment screen. That apart, the cabin isn't pebble-dashed with switches. That's because the Giulia does without the vast array of electronic support systems the German rivals are touting these days. The slim rim steering wheel is genuinely lovely to hold, and the paddles behind it, part of the £1,950 performance pack which includes an LSD and active suspension, are possibly the nicest, most tactile slivers of aluminium fitted to any production car. You can't help but run your fingers up and down them. In fact, you have to spend a bit of time in the car before you spot any Alfa ISMS. They are there, though, the one-touch indicators have to be cancelled, after lane changes and the like, by pushing them in the other direction. Push too far, of course, and you indicate to come back out. And the seatbelt clip-ins are mounted to the floor, not the seat itself, so if you like to sit high in the car, the buckles disappear down the side of the seat, making them hard to use. Aside from these very minor bugbears, the kind of things that only the Germans bothered to spend time and millions of euros eradicating, the Alfa's cabin is handsome and user-friendly.
Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Subscribe to Auto TV.